Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a sort of behind the scenes look at PVP photo and how it was made. So here I have Photoshop open with the PVP photo. You can see here on the right there's a lot of layers and they all contain different pieces of this whole PVP photo. And all the layers are stacked on top of each other to create this final product. So let's start with the background first. So here I've hidden all of the layers with the people on them and only the background layer is up now. The reason I chose the stairs in front of Corey as the background is because the stairs let me stack up everyone nicely and keep people looking proportionate to each other. So you can see here, I'm slowly starting to add people up on the stairs, one by one or by groups. And so this way I can slowly build the PVP photo up the stairs. This picture of the empty Corey stairs doesn't actually exist since we never actually took a picture of the empty stairs. So what I did was I used these two photos here and a bit of editing to piece together the left half and the right halves where the stairs are empty to create this final background. Next, we start adding in people. To save time, I used the group photos from the photo shoots where people are already lined up and looking proportional to each other in groups. First, we have the execs in the front here. And you can see I can move it around. You'll notice that the execs don't have the background from their original group photo. What I did was I used an online service to get rid of the background for me. So slowly I build up the whole photo by adding in each person and each group photo. So you can see here that as I add people, the group photo starts to come together. When I'm adding in each group photo, I usually have to resize each photo and make sure that people's heights look proportional with everybody else. So this is why I sent out that survey in commies asking officers to fill out their heights. And I use those survey results to make these guidelines right here. You can see them kind of in green. This helps me make a sort of guide as to how large or small each group should be as I place them higher up on the stairs. So I've added everyone into the photo. The photo is almost done now. And the only thing left is this space down here. So you'll notice that there's kind of some space between the legs of each person in the front. And this looks a little weird because it looks like the people behind them don't have any legs and this wouldn't make sense in a real group photo. So what I did was I grabbed legs and feet from group photos that had them and I sort of pasted them around in places behind the execs in front here. So you can see as I'm slowly filling in the legs up front, now it doesn't look like the people behind them are floating anymore. Now looks like a more complete group photo. And that is the complete PVP photo. So someone has also asked me, how did you close everyone's eyes in one of the troll PVP photos? I'm going to demonstrate how I do that here. You can see I have the PVP photo pulled up right here. And I'm just going to zoom into one of the people as an example. I'll use Danny. Thank you very much, Danny. What I used is I used the smudge tool right here. I used it to slowly kind of push people's eyelids closed like I'm doing right now. The smudge tool is actually pretty effective for this. What I do is I make sure I set the strength kind of low, less than 50%. So that way I have a bit more control over how much each person's eyes get pushed down. So you can see here that I've pushed Danny's eyelids closed. The only thing left is you can still sort of see the whites of his eyes, so he looks like he's squinting in this weird way. So to make sure that his eyes are really closed, I switch over to the brush tool right here and I set the brush size really small and I make the color just a plain black. I lower the opacity so that I have a little more control over each brush stroke and I sort of just paint his eyes closed right here. So this covers up the whites of his eyes so it doesn't look like he's squinting anymore and now it actually looks like his eyes are closed. That is how I close each person's eyes in the whole PVP photo, and I just repeat for each person's face right here. So I'll demonstrate again, this time on Dalton. Thank you very much, Dalton. I'll switch back to my smudge tool right here, and again, I used to push everyone's eyelids closed. Let's push them down like this, just small brush strokes. I switch over to the brush tool, and I paint over the eyes to make sure that the eyes are closed. And there we go. Now Dalton's eyes are closed too. And here we have PVP photo where both P and VP blinked at an unfortunate time. And there you have it, behind the scenes of PvP photo. Hope you liked this video. If you enjoyed it, please let me know and I might make more behind the scenes kind of stuff. So thank you and have a good day.